Then Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu was the outcome of that consultation, and he becomes the Khalifa. And then Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu took over in an emergency. So there is no such system. You cannot say the presidential system or the parliamentary system or any other system. The thing is, there should be a shura and teaching should be decided according to that, but no violation of Allah and His Messenger's command should be done. So is the case of the economic system. We don't find any economic system in Islam. The system always sets according to the circumstances and environment. In different environment, different system will come into being. In different situations, the system will be different. As the means of trade, means of transportation, means of communication change, the system also changes. We are all a witness. 40 years back, 30 years back, the trading was entirely different. But since the introduction of computer and internet, the trading has altogether changed. So, system is always according to the circumstances and according to the environment and according to the facilities available. But in the social system, because that is basically the system of relations, relations remains unchanged. Relations remain unchanged. Relation between father and son is same as it was 1400 years ago. And relation between brother and sister is also the same. And so is the case of husband and wife, that is the same. There is no change. Where the change will take place, the system will change. Because in the social system, in the social arena, no change was going to take place. So the Quran has given instructions in detail. So the system is already formed in the social arena, in the family arena. But no system has been given in economics as well as political science. In economics, we have got instructions on the do's and don'ts. Basic principles. The most important economic principle of Islam is everything belongs to Allah. The whole system actually is based on this ayah, Lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. All that is in heavens and the earth belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. This is so important statement that this appears in Ayatul Kursi too. Lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. In Ayatul Kursi, we often, after every prayer, we recite this surah. Before going to bed, you recite this surah. After Maghrib prayer, you recite. After Zuhr prayer, you recite. After Fajr prayer, you recite. This surah you recite. And what you say? Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum, la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm, lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Everything in heaven and the earth belongs to Him. The economic teachings of Islam are actually based on this. Since nothing belongs to me, so I don't have absolute right on my belonging. According to Islam, nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to Allah. It is His pledge in my possession. So, this pledge of Allah, I can only make use of when He allows me, and I can dispose it of the way He asked me to dispose it of. And this forms the basis of the economic teachings of Islam. Since everything belongs to Allah, Therefore, I have no right to get benefit from my wealth the way I like. I will have to follow Allah's instructions. On the other hand, in the Sharia, one is the basic ideology, the other is Sharia. When you open up Sharia and you try to read the laws of Sharia in the Quran and the Sunnah, you will find, yes, there are proprietary rights. So what is this? So actually, Islam is a very practical religion. It's a complete thing. It always considers the psychology of the human beings. At the ideological basis, nothing belongs to man. Everything belongs to Allah. Lahu ma fi samawati wa ma fil ard. But legally, Allah Almighty has given us proprietary rights. Now, these proprietary rights manifest in law of inheritance. In law of inheritance, we see that, there are proprietary rights. Son is inheriting the leftover of the father. Father is inheriting the leftover of his son. And the whole law of inheritance you find in Surah An-Nisa. If someone dies, how would you divide his property? Law is that. That indicates that you have some proprietary rights. So is it a contradiction? No, it's not a contradiction. It is just as you find in case of murder. You find two ayat in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah. One is in Tafu. In Tafu khayrun lakum. If you forgive, it's better for you. But walakum fil qisas hayatun ya ulil albab. Walakum fil qisas hayatun ya ulil albab. Oh, the sensible ones, your life lies in qisas, taking revenge. What is this? Two instructions simultaneously. If you forgive, this will be better for yourselves only. You will appear to be a great man if you don't take revenge of your father, your son, and you just forgive. But if all the members of the society start forgiving, then the culprits will have a free hand. So the instruction at the same time is that the life of the society lies in getting qisas, take revenge. Don't forget. So, there are two levels of our deen. One level is Iman, the other level is Islam. Islam is the basic and Iman is a higher level. Inshallah today in Surah Al-Hujurat we will differentiate between the two groups. But for the time being you can understand that at the level of Iman, everything belongs to Allah. But at the level of Islam, you have the proprietary rights, you too. At the level of Iman, nothing belongs to me. Even my hand doesn't belong to me. If I reach that level, that is the ideal. But at the level of Islam, at the legal level, you can say, this is another term you can use, this is the spiritual level. And this is the legal level of Islam. Legally, you own. But spiritually, you own nothing. So, at the spiritual level, nothing belongs to any human being. But at the legal level, yes, we have the propriety rights. Now there are two questions. In Surah Al-Baqarah it was asked that people ask from you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Maza yunfiqun? What should they spend in Allah's cause? Yasalunaka Maza yunfiqun? Command was given, Qulil af. Ask them to spend all which is beyond their means. This is the spiritual level. But at the legal level, what should you spend? What should you give in charity? Only 2.5% of your profit. And this is called zakat. You see the difference? This is also a command of the Quran. This is also the command of the Quran. This is spiritual level and this is the legal level. This is the level of Iman and this is the level of Islam. So, spiritually speaking, nothing belongs to man. Everything belongs to Allah. At the legal level, we own property. Spiritually, we are supposed to spend all which is beyond our need in Allah's cause. Whereas legally, we are supposed to give only 2.5%. And then, in emergency, Islamic State can demand more from you. As I said, in the economic area, we don't have a system. But what normally we have is some don'ts. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Now, these don'ts are again at two levels. One is the moral level, and other is the level of Sharia. Moral level means we are not allowed to earn by immoral means. Immoral means you cannot lie, you cannot cheat, you cannot defraud. No, what is defrauding? Adultery. You cannot do adulteration. All this is haram. You cannot cheat your customer by telling a lie, by mixing the product with a second-grade product. You cannot underweigh his product, his delivery. You cannot undermeasure his delivery. All these are the moral restrictions on the business transactions. Similarly, added to this are وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَكُمْ بَيْنَكُمْ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتُدْلُوا بِهَا إِلَى الْحُكَّامِ. Don't eat from each other's property, from one another's property in a wrong way. Especially وَتُدْلُوا بِهَا إِلَى الْحُكَّامِ. And also don't convey it to the rulers. لِتَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَ النَّاسِ مِنْ أَمْوَالِ النَّاسِ بِالْإِثْمِ. So that you can endeavor a share of the public fund unlawfully. What is this? You understand what is this? Corruption or bribery. You know, when you bribe any official, government official, and he helps you out of the way, from where? Not from his own pocket. You know, this is camouflaged with the name of gift. And it is said that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has encouraged that you should exchange gifts with each other. Beautiful. I give you a gift from my pocket and you return me a gift from your pocket. It's very much recommended. But if you are an official, government official, and I give you a gift from my pocket and you return me a gift from public fund, that is wrong. This is corruption. You know, beautiful definition. You know, this is the 23rd section of Surah Al-Baqarah, last ayah. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَكُمْ بَيْنَكُمْ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتُدْلُوا بِهَا إِلَى الْحُكَّامِ. And don't convey it to the government officials. لِتَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَ النَّاسِ مِنْ أَمْوَالِ النَّاسِ بِالْإِثْمِ. So that you endeavor of the public property or the public fund wrong. Similarly, that will come under the Sharia. Now, inshallah, the Shaykh is there. It's already 10 o'clock. Inshallah, after his presentation, we'll continue with our subject and we'll discuss what is prohibited according to Sharia in Islam, in the economic system. Thank you.